Welcome to Disorient. So, what is disorient? I have my handy dandy Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary right here. We're going to flip to disorient, and it says, I'm disoriented, hold on. Disorient. 1A, to cause to lose bearings, displace from normal position or relationship. B, to cause to lose the sense of time, place, or identity. And number 2, confuse. So, that's disorient. Here's my board, so you can see it. So, if this is what disorient means according to our dictionary, the reason why I want to make disorient is because number 1, Asian Americans are often made to lose their bearings living in America. I've lost my bearings 100 bajillion times because you have the Asian part here, the American part here, and they're kind of different. They go, that's disorienting. I also want to talk about the complexities, subtleties, and challenges of being Asian American. Like, where's home? Is my home here or in Taiwan, or is it both or neither? What does it even mean to be Asian American? And who am I as an Asian American? And I want to talk to you all about it instead of just thinking about it in my head and, I don't know, it disappearing into the ether. And I hope that through this, I can let you, my fellow Asian Americans, know that you're not alone in feeling confused or like you don't belong, or just, who am I in between white mainstream America and Asian Asia? To me, we're kind of like both and neither. I like to think of it as a third entity, where you have America, Asia, and Asian America to have a space of our own. I also want to dismantle the derogative term and concept Oriental, which others and exoticizes us Asian Americans by proclaiming that we don't belong in the US, which is A, not true, and B, super not cool. And Oriental isn't really PC anymore as a term, but the traces of it still linger in Western art and literature. The first opera that I ever went to go see live was Puccini's Madama Butterfly, and I will expand on that in a future video, but it's not cool. Another goal of mine for Disorient is to, number 2, confuse and dismantle deeply entrenched narratives around the Asian American identity. Within the Asian American community, I want to disorient the learned tendency to not talk about our emotions and our mental health, and especially mental illness, because these beliefs leave us to believe that mental illness is some kind of cardinal sin, which it's not, because there is help out there and you can feel better, but the stigma against mental illness really, really often prevents this, or just, makes it take so long for us to seek help, and I really want to change that. Within broader American society, I want to disorient the very false model minority myth that mainstream America abides by without a second thought, and it's a myth that many Asian Americans, myself included, internalize and are really hurt by, both from the inside, from ourselves, and from the outside. And I want to disorient the racism that so often prevents us Asian Americans from being represented, seen, and heard in both media and in all corners of American society. I want to disorient the assumption that we are all uniformly quiet, obedient math whizzes, I don't really like math, and reorient us towards a world where Asian Americans can be seen and valued as the diverse, complex, and messy human beings that we are. Each of us are so unique, and, I want the world to know that. So yeah, that's a lot of disorienting that I want to do. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this new adventure, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So stay tuned for more shenanigans, and I will see you soon.